In this video, we are going to show you the perfect itinerary for Maceió, the capital of Alagoas and the heart of the Brazilian Caribbean. One of the questions we get the most is how to build a logical itinerary in a city where the tide table defines everything and where the best beaches are scattered along the north and south coasts. Many people make the mistake of staying only at the hotel pool or on the urban beach thinking they have seen everything, and end up missing the colorful cliffs of Gunga or the surreal color of Maragogi. Maceió requires strategy to catch the low tide at the right time and willingness for buggy rides. To see the basics enjoying Pajuçara and a trip to the south coast, you need 4 days. But to explore the north coast, go to the Galés of Maragogi and eat calmly in Massa. We recommend 7 full days. That is why we have prepared a super complete 7-day itinerary with the best of Alagoas so you do not waste time. So let's get started. What is the best time to visit Maceió? The sun shines all year round, but the watercolor changes. The best time by far is from September to March. This is when it rains little and the sea turns that postcard transparent turquoise blue. Summer, December, and January is the peak of beauty and heat, but the city gets crowded. Winter from May to July is the rainy season, and the sea can get choppy and a bit brown due to river sediments, which locals call chocolate water. And how many days to stay? Alagoas is a small state, but dense in beauty. The number one mistake is thinking that 3 days are enough. The recommended minimum is 5 days. The ideal is 7 days to do the day trips calmly. Now let's get to the day by day. Day 1. The most beautiful waterfront in Brazil. Arrive at Zumbi dos Palmares Airport and prepare for a 50-minute drive to the waterfront. Start the day walking along the boardwalk between Pajuçara and Ponta Verde. The structure is impeccable. Take the classic photo at the I Love Maceió sign and sit on the giant beach chair for a fun photo. Walk to the Ponta Verde lighthouse. At low tide, you can walk along the reefs to its base and see small natural pools forming at your feet. For lunch, go to one of the famous kiosks like Lopana or Canoa. They have a chic restaurant structure with DJs and excellent cocktails. End the day at the Feirinha de Artesanato da Pajuçara. It is the place to buy cashew nuts, peppers, and souvenirs. Have a stuffed tapioca for dinner at one of the stalls on the waterfront. Staying in a good region will make your trip much easier. The strategy in Maceió is to stay on the main urban waterfront. The first option and the most practical is Pajuçara. It is where the raft tours depart, the sea is calm, and there is a large offer of hotels and markets. The second option is Ponta Verde. It is the most noble neighborhood with the best kiosks and a vibrant nightlife ideal for those who like excitement and comfort. The third option is Jatiuca. It is the gastronomic neighborhood with the best restaurants and bars, but the beach has stronger waves and is not ideal for swimming. We created this personalized map that explains exactly which is the best region. Staying on the border of Pajuçara and Ponta Verde, you cannot go wrong. We will leave here on the screen QR code and in the video description the link to this map. We created them on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices and free cancellation. And remembering that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to set up your entire trip for the lowest price. The sites we use to build our trips and that have everything much cheaper, such as car rental with discount national travel insurance that covers lost luggage, buggy, and catamaran tours. Good and cheap hotels we have already stayed at. Save this page in your favorites. Day 2. Natural pools and gastronomy. Wake up early and check the tide table. With low tide, go to Para Beach and take a jangada raft to the natural pools. The ride takes 15 minutes and is beautiful. You dive with colorful fish in warm and crystal clear waters in the middle of the sea. For lunch, try the city's most famous dish, chiclete de camarão shrimp bubblegum, at the Imperador dos Camarões restaurant. It is a lot of cheese and a lot of shrimp. In the afternoon, go to the center to visit the Mirante de São Gonçalo for a panoramic view of the port and the city. Visit the Pavilhão do Artesanato to buy the famous filé las typical of the region. Day 3. The cliffs of Gunga South Coast. Today is the day to leave the city. Go to Praia do Gunga. Before going down to the beach, stop at Mirante do Gunga. The view of thousands of coconut trees stretching out of sight is one of the most beautiful in Brazil. Down below the beach is divided between the sea and the Roto Lagoon. The mandatory activity here is the buggy ride. It takes you through the colored sand cliffs. The visuals are cinematic, and you can swim in a freshwater lagoon at the end. On the way back, if you have time, stop at Barra de São Miguel, a beach protected by reefs that looks like a giant pool. Day 4. Francis and Massa. Go to Praia do Frances, which is just 20 minutes from Maceió. The left side of the beach is protected by reefs and is perfect for families and calm bathing. The right side is open and has waves for surfers. For lunch, go to the gastronomic hub of Massa. It is on the edge of the Manguaba Lagoon. It is the best place to eat fresh and cheap seafood. Try the sururu stew and crab shells. After lunch, buy coconut sweets and biscuits at the local sweet ladies stalls. Day 5. The Caribbean in Ipioca North Coast. Today we go north. The destination is Ipioca Beach. The best way to enjoy it here is to spend the day at a beach club like Hibiscus or Guarda-Rios. You pay an entrance fee day use and have access to a luxury structure with hammocks, gazebos, pool, and massage on a deserted and paradisiacal beach. It is a day of total relaxation. On the way back, stop at Parque Shopping Maceió to see the sunset at the food court, which has a beautiful view of the sea. Day 6. Day trip to Maragogi or Milagres. This is the longest day. You have two choices. Option A, Maragogi. It is a 2.5-hour drive. It is famous for the galés, the largest natural pools in Brazil. The watercolor is unbelievable. You need to go by catamaran or speedboat. Option B, São Miguel dos Milagres. It is more rustic and ecological. Visit Praia do Patacho and Praia do Toque. It is a tourism of charm and less mass. Whatever the choice, leave Maceió at 5 or 6 in the morning to take advantage of the low tide. Day 7. History and farewell. In the morning, have a regional breakfast at Bodega do Sertão. It is a themed restaurant with a giant coffee pot at the door. Eat couscous, sun-dried meat, and curd cheese. Visit the historic district of Jaraguá. See the old port buildings and the commercial association. Take the last few hours to walk in the Corredor Vera Arruda in Jat, a very pleasant urban garden. Buy last souvenirs at the Mercado do Artesanato in the center, which is cheaper than on the waterfront. An important tip that will save you time and money is to book buggy rides and transfers in advance. On the spot on the beach, sand prices tend to be higher, and you run the risk of not finding a spot in accredited buggies. We will leave in the screen QR code and in the description the link to the site where we always book tours and transfers safely. It is the largest tour site in the world and has everything there. Everything at the lowest price, and you guarantee your spot. An important tip is about transportation. If you stay only in Maceió, Uber solves everything and is cheap. But to go to Gunga, Maragogi, or Milagres, the ideal is to rent a car to have freedom of schedule or book packages with reception agencies that pick you up at the hotel. Quick gastronomy tips. Besides chiclete de camarão, try carne de sol com nata sun-dried meat with cream. And for dessert, look for tapioca or soursop ice cream at the waterfront ice cream parlors like Bali. Mandatory documentation. Document valid passport for international tourists. Health sunscreen is a survival item. The sun in Alagoas burns even in the shade. And how much does it cost to eat? Maceió has fair prices. A shrimp dish for two costs between $20 and $30. A street tapioca costs between $3 and $5. And what to do at night? The waterfront of Maceió is safe and busy. The Lopana Bar has live music and beautiful people. For Foro and Sertanejo music, the Maikai Show House in Jatiuca is the reference. If you liked this detailed itinerary, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much and safe travels.